Hi Libra, hope you guys are doing great today. This is going to be a general love message only for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Guys, a lot of people have been asking me to do more love in my reading. I'm happy to do it. I can't sacrifice doing the general messages though that I do each week, just because not everybody's in love, not everybody's in a relationship, not everybody even has like a prospect, you know what I mean? So I don't want to make people feel alienated and isolated in that way. So I'm happy to do extra love reads whenever I can. So we do this a little differently. We're going to do all oracles first, and then once we sweep that, we're going to go into a Celtic cross spread for relationships. So guys, remember, general messages. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. Okay? Definitely not. Okay? General messages for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So we're going to pull 3 of my homemade oracles. Okay? Let's see what we get. Okay, so the first one is, our connection is too toxic. We need to be over, or we will continue these unhealthy cycles, causing more pain each time. Connection is too toxic. We need to be over, or we will continue these unhealthy cycles, causing more pain each time. Please stop trying to control everything. It's stifling me, and I don't want to feel this way. And then third is, you think I pull away from you. I don't. You push me away. There's a difference. Okay. Alrighty, so let's pull some of these as clarifiers. Okay, I did shuffle before turning the camera on. Free yourself. Okay, let's pull all the energy and then we'll figure out from there, okay? Okay. For the Island Time Wellness. Sword in the Rose. Okay, Libra. Okay, because such is life. We have layers. There is always going to be some sort of contradictory things going on within ourselves, right? So we have, our connection is too toxic. We need to be over, or we will continue these unhealthy cycles, causing more pain each time. And then we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. From there, we have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And some sort of truth is coming out. Clarity, truth, revelation. So there's some sort of truth that's coming out, having to do, I'm getting like, you're freeing yourself from something, somebody has feelings for you, you're recognizing that there's toxicity here, okay? But then we have this idea of, please stop trying to control everything, it's stifling me and I don't want to feel like this. So this energy is very like alive and well. But one of you definitely wants to still work on it, right? Giving your relationship a chance, really wanting to work on the partnership, you know, feeling like you guys are soulmates, right? But it says your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. I am getting that this is more connected to the free yourself and secret admirer, Libra, I do have to tell you. And then we have photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So Libra, are you getting back with somebody from your past? Let's come back to this. You think I pull away from you. I don't. You push me away. There's a difference. And then we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. And then we have dragonfly. Be lighthearted. Finding out things coming to light. Adapt. Change. Heal. Okay. So Libra, what I'm getting with all of these together is that you were in some sort of toxic situation that you had yourself very entrenched in, that you had a very hard time pulling yourself out of, but something happened where there's some sort of truth coming out. Now, it can be some sort of infidelity, but it can be just somebody not being as committed to the relationship or committed to fixing it as you thought. But I feel this new energy coming in as you try to extricate yourself from this toxicity. There is this admirer, and I do feel like it's somebody that you were with at one point, all right? Because it's about this manifestation of a soulmate. We have the secret admirer. We have this truth coming out. This is somebody who's missing you and wanting to make new memories. So, and then there's flirting, and then there's friendship. So maybe somebody who you were with at one point that you're still sort of friends with, being very lighthearted, but like things are gonna be changing and healing in a different way. So I feel like for many of you, if you're resonating with this, there's going to be this morphing into a different type of relationship, out of the toxic one and into one where I feel like you know this person already. They're in your energy field. Obviously, guys, this is not going to resonate with all of you, okay? That's impossible, right? But I am getting for many of you, there's this recognition that you need to free yourself from something very unhealthy. And when you do, there's a secret admirer, the soulmate, there's this connection, but it's like the two things are happening at the same time. Because as you release the toxic connection, there's going to be a lot of epiphanies, things coming to light, a lot of like dysfunction at the same time. A lot of beautiful things are going to be coming to light about this new connection. You realizing that somebody has feelings for you, that things are just different, that maybe you were with them once upon a time and they still have feelings for you. But there's this idea of working through some rough pain, but also welcoming in some new and exciting energy. So very interesting. I feel like this is like a very, what do I want to say, transitional sort of month for you in relationship. If you guys are in something that's super toxic that you know about, you just sort of reaching your point of just not wanting to deal anymore. Yeah, just not wanting to deal with it. So let's pull a Celtic cross spread and we'll see what else we can pull after that to get any additional messages if we need. Okay, messages for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Interesting foundation we got there. Sure. 7 of coins, Princess of Wands. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I have with the connection that we're talking about, the more toxic connection, because that's what led the oracle read. We have the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So this is you recognizing that there was something, this connection, you were very hurt over it, very disappointed, very disillusioned, but at the same time, this is way more positive in the reverse because it's you recognizing that you have value, that you have a lot of value to add to relationships, that you're a really great person to be in a relationship with, regardless of what this person has said to you, regardless of any like gaslighting or manipulative nonsense, any name calling, any sort of narcissistic nonsense, right? And I feel like that was kind of like in the past because you're in this space of really recognizing your sense of worth and realizing that you're just not going to have any growth with this person. 7 of Coins in the upright is the Apprentice energy where there's this like foundation being set to actually build on, and you just don't see it happening at this point. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys have been caught in these cycles, this like kind of repetitive, redundant sort of cycle of always trying to give it a shot. You know, maybe there was strong sexual chemistry, or there was a lot of attraction there, or there was maybe even you guys just had a lot of fun together, but there were other things lacking. Yeah, because we have a lot of passion here, right? So there's a Princess of Wands. So this is telling me that while you don't see a way forward with them, you still really desire them. And that's always the tricky part, is it not? You know, when you still have that fire in your belly for them, even though you know it's really not going to go anywhere. Oh, that's so tough, right? But then we have the Princess of Cups as the crowning energy. So I'm getting, though, that somebody's just not opening up their heart to you in the way that you really want. And the way that you need. You might be holding back from them. They might be holding back from you. But there is a holding back of emotions here for sure. you know? And there's this inability to do anything different, right? Because this is an Aquarius and Pisces energy, and Aquarius is about doing things differently than you've been doing. And I feel like you recognize that you're just not going to be able to really have anything be different. It's like, how many times do we have to go back to the drawing board and give this relationship a shot before we realize like there is no meeting of the minds? It's just not going to happen, right? And because we have the hangwoman reverse. So this is telling me that there's somebody from your past, Libra, that you're thinking about. And this is the thing. You're thinking about somebody in having to do with your past, once upon a time. Now, this could also be a way, if you've been with your partner for a very long time, this could be you reflecting on the earlier stages of your relationship. For others of you, this is you reflecting on a past relationship that you've been in. Or for others of you, this could even be you thinking back to what you really wanted in relationship once upon a time. But regardless, it's this idea of looking back with rose-colored glasses, right? And not recognizing in the moment that if you were to go back to that, you would end up more of the victim rather than the victor in the relationship, because you're glorifying something in the rearview mirror that really doesn't deserve to be glorified, right? So if you're thinking back to an earlier point, you know, and that's very natural to do, right? Especially if you've been with somebody for quite a while. You reflect back to the beautiful aspects that were present in the beginning, but then you have to ask yourself, you know, maybe that was an extended honeymoon period, or maybe we had a different understanding of different needs at that point in life, right? It's all different. Now you are the moon right now, okay? So the moon, this is a Pisces energy, and this is ruled by Neptune. Now, you just want to be a little careful here, Libra, only because Pisces is that 12th house energy, the house of self-undoing. So what can happen here is you don't want to be in the space where you're allowing yourself to put up with more than you should. You're allowing people to mistreat you, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to allow yourself to succumb to the idea of addiction here. Deal with somebody in their addictions, because this is where addictions hang out. You know, any sort of like self-undoing behavior. Better to work in that high vibe energy, which is all about creativity and being very empathic and intuitive and kind and loving and helpful and just a really good friend. You know, focusing on the higher energies of that, okay? Now, also, the moon energy is about getting in touch with the deepest recess of yourself. Getting really honest with yourself. You know, and about things that you might not feel totally comfortable to admit to yourself. Things that you've allowed to go on. Getting really honest with yourself. And you're being pushed to do this. This external energy is the Queen of Coins in the reverse. So there is this person that you're dealing with, they are very disconnected from you. They really are. Emotionally, physically, and mentally disconnected. They are not giving you what you want. So now you're in a space of really trying to get in touch with what it is that you want. Don't allow them to take advantage of you. Don't allow something really unhealthy to be perpetuated because you're afraid of not having them, because you're afraid of moving on, because that's what this is. Four of Swords is a moving on in a healthy way, recognizing that you've been through a lot, grabbing those lessons and moving forward and moving on. And this is in your fear position. So you're afraid of moving on away from this. You're very afraid. But it's the idea of temperance that really needs to be paid attention to. Libra, this is a Sagittarius energy. This is all about getting really honest about what you need and what they need as well, and what the relationship needs to move forward in a healthy way in order to be successful, right? Because Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So, you know, really getting honest about what's necessary in order for this to be successful, you know? But in the near future, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So this is somebody who's, I don't get that they're being really honest with you. You know, this is Taurus and Gemini. just don't feel like they're being honest with you. I mean, you know, the Gemini energy is all about truth and communication, and the Taurus energy is all about, you know, earth, right? It's about that earthy pentacle energy, of course, but it's because it's ruled by Venus, it's about communicating what's necessary in the heart space. It's also about getting really honest with, you know, do you feel good in this connection? Does it make you feel good, or does it make you feel bad? Do you feel bad more than you feel good? And we don't want to confuse feeling secure or safe and knowing that the person's there with feeling good. Do you know what I mean? Do they make you feel good about yourself? Do they make you feel as fabulous as you are? You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel like you're very in the know of understanding what's necessary, but part of you is just afraid. You have this fear cooking here. But the thing is, I feel like somebody else is waiting for you, my friend. I really do. There's somebody, I mean, if you're resonating with this, there is somebody who seriously has feelings for you. I'll just pull a couple of energies here. Interesting. Okay. I don't know how to talk to you, but I miss you. Let's focus on healing together. And I'm scared. Yeah. Yes or no? These are oracles having to do with this energy. Not honoring reversals. The wheel is a maybe. Hold on. One of the two maybe cards in the whole deck. Yes or no? Are these oracles for this person here? Okay, Nine of Cups. Yes. Yes. Let's get some more energy here, please. Okay. All right. Oh, Libra, I have to tell you, I'm getting... All right, listen. You're going to end up leaving this very toxic relationship. And they're going to be reaching out to you at that point, saying that they miss you, they want to focus on healing this together, and that they're scared and this, that. Meanwhile, they weren't all those things when you guys were together. But the second that you really focus on leaving and really trying to extricate yourself from the energy, all of a sudden they start showing up. All right? But you're all about, yeah, that's where we got the wheel. But you're all about reaching your wish fulfillment. And we have the Two of Pentacles energy. And you're going to be confused. Should I go back to them? Should I believe them? Or should I keep going? I don't know. But it's you also recognizing that they were not really on the up and up. They really were not true to the relationship in the purest sense of the word. So there is this new energy coming in with the Ace of Cups. And I like that we got the Judgment here, because you know what the Judgment means? The Judgment means that you're going to be forgiving yourself. I really like this. This can also be you forgiving somebody else from your past, but there's forgiveness here. Recognizing that everybody did the best that they could, and this is about transformation. So some sort of new transformation. This is a Pluto energy. So some sort of new, so you're going to be faced with, ooh, should I go back to them or should I go this way? I feel like you're going to be choosing the other way, a new beginning, and there's going to be this new transformation that's going to bring you to the space of wish fulfillment. I feel like they're going to be showing up once you're like, all right, seriously, like goodbye. They're going to be like, oh, wait, you know? Yeah. They're not being very honest and complimentary and forthcoming and there for you, making you feel good about yourself until you're actually not there anymore. And then they're going to be scared and they're going to try to get you back. And that is such a narcissistic energy. That just really is. I'm not saying that they have narcissistic personality disorder. I'm not saying that. But that's such a self-absorbed energy, such a narcissistic tendency, right? To want something because you want it, right? Because you want to know that you can have it, and because you want to know that somebody still wants you and nobody else, right? It's that kind of thing, you know, and then you're not there anymore and they start to freak out. So I do feel, though, that you are going to be meeting somebody new, but you know what? Not to leave you guys hanging on that element, let me just pull Is Libra going to be meeting somebody new outside of that toxic energy, please? Yes or no? I'm not going to honor reversals. Please give me a direct yes or no. Spirit, please give me a direct yes or no. Not honoring reversals for this. Beautiful. Yes, you're going to be meeting somebody new. Six of Cups. You were with this person before. They know you. You know them. This is not either that or it's somebody from a past life and you're going to meet them. You're going to be like, oh my God, I know this person from somewhere. Or you're going to have that weird kind of connection, you know, when you're like, oh my God, this person could be in my family. You know what I mean? Not in a weird way, but, you know, that kind of vibe. All right, let's see what we can get here. Yeah. All right. This with that you were hurt over once upon a time, but you don't feel that way anymore. You're not in the space of self-imprisonment anymore. You're not. You were in a space though where things ended and you weren't willing to have that new beginning with them once upon a time. But now you really want to entertain the new beginning. Okay, with this Ace of Pentacles, this is a beautiful, like brand new, spanking brand new beginning. I really, really like it. And then we have the Hangman energy. And the Hangman energy is about you pressing the pause button to kind of think everything through. As I feel like you're like caught in between energies here with the toxic person and then this person coming back. But you know that they are a Ten of Pentacle energy for you, which is a very benefic energy. This is a person that you're going to be able to have that path with, have that life with. So I really like that. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So I prefer this in the reverse because this is about having a battle of the wills over something having to do with your past. So I feel like you guys might be arguing about this person that you haven't completely left yet, but I feel like it's going to end up being a very positive thing. It's like a minor arcana. It's quick moving. You're going to be in this silly sort of little argument, but it's going to be an argument towards healing. And it's just because somebody's feeling vulnerable or insecure about something that maybe happened in the past, something like that. But let's pull a couple of these. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. And then we have wedding. Okay, this situation involves marriage. So there you have it. So I feel like you're going to be leaving a toxic situation. You're going to be ending up with somebody who you were with once before or that you know from a past lifetime, and it's going to end up in a very solid connection. The wedding doesn't have to be wedding. I mean, it's more metaphorical, that kind of connection. But really good. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be working through whatever shenanigans happened in the past. I do feel like you guys know this person and there was a reason that you guys weren't able to work out last time, but this is like you guys are different people at this point. You've both been through a lot and you're going to be working it out. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.